The new concerns over COVID in this country. Tonight, Philadelphia, the first major city to bring back its indoor mask mandate. What they're seeing there, also in the New York City area, new cases up 54% in just 2 weeks. In fact, cases up in nearly half the country now. And ABC's Eva Pilgrim tonight.
With rapidly rising COVID infections fueled by the BA2 variant, tonight, Philadelphia becoming the first major city to reinstate an indoor mask mandate.
It's my hope that our actions today will slow the spread of COVID and help us avoid seeing our ERs once again get so crowded that people can't get timely care when they need it.
But the reversal on masks leaving many here frustrated.
And I just wish the city would pick one thing and stick to it.
It comes as a wave of infections on college campuses is prompting schools like Columbia, Georgetown, American, and Johns Hopkins universities to bring back masks. And in the nation's capital, the COVID outbreak still growing. At least 24 lawmakers and administration officials have recently been infected. Several had attended the elite Gridiron dinner, where at least 80 guests have since tested positive, including the mayor of New York. So far, there are no reports of serious illness. President Biden did not attend that dinner, but he was with Nancy Pelosi last week, who then tested positive. Today, Pelosi getting her first negative test, and the president continues to test negative.
Remember, he's fully vaccinated, he's doubly boosted, and most of the time people who get anywhere near him need to be tested. So we feel the protocol is a reasonable protocol.
New COVID cases are creeping up across 26 states and territories. Hospital admissions up in 11 states, but the data is spotty, and some experts fear the numbers are higher. During the peak of Omicron, 2.6 million Americans were being tested every day. Today, it's just over 500,000.
And I think that we're dramatically undercounting cases. We're probably only picking up 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 infections. So when we say there's 30,000 infections a day, there's probably closer to 250,000 infections a day.
Still, Dr. Ashish Shah, the new White House COVID response coordinator, is encouraged that the reported number of Americans in hospitals is relatively low.
Hospitalizations right now are the lowest they have been in the entire pandemic. I never like to see infections rising. I think we got to be careful, but I don't think this is a moment where we have to be excessively concerned.
Eva Pilgrim back in Philadelphia, a city where she reported for many years, the first major city tonight, Eva, to bring back these mask mandates, along with several universities that you reported on there. Another major question, though, tonight, the TSA. I know they were considering extending this federal mask mandate for planes, buses, trains. That mandate would have gone away next week.
David, that TSA mandate is set to expire next Monday. Health officials are tracking the rising number of COVID cases, and the decision on whether to extend that mask mandate will be made by the CDC director, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. David?
Eva Pilgrim in Philly for us tonight. Eva, thank you.
Hi. The latest breakthroughs. Turns out one of the biggest discoveries is actually this tiny. See how small that is? This little chip may be the next big thing, and it sounds like it's right from a sci-fi movie, but people all over the world are implanting these into their wrists. So I asked my producer, Dean, to find out more about this cutting-edge technology and what it could mean for your health.
Whether it's our smartphones, our watches, our fitness trackers, or our Bluetooth headphones, it's clear that technology is not just part of our lives, it's running them. It's how we buy things, watch things, how we date, stay safe, even how we travel. Paul? Cool. We're so attracted to our devices that they're basically becoming a part of our bodies. But what if they really could become a part of our bodies? Well, guess what? They can. Meet the RFID microchip. This tiny chip, which can be implanted into your wrist, yes, I did say wrist, uses short-range radio frequency identification, similar to the tech used to track your pets or your phone. Once implanted in your body, it could identify you as you pass through the airport, open the door to your home. It could even be used to buy groceries at the supermarket. Now, your driver's license, passport, keys, and wallet are all inside your body, contained in something the size of a grain of rice. I know it might sound like sci-fi, but it's not. 10,000 people have already been chipped, and the number is growing. The possibilities are limitless, especially when it comes to your health. Imagine you're rushed to the hospital without any identification. But with just one scan of your chip, doctors know your name, date of birth, medical history, insurance, blood type, allergies, even the medication you're taking.
This chip in your wrist won't just change your life, one day it might just save it. And that's why this little RFID microchip is the next big thing.
Shanghai, China, the world's third largest city, remains in lockdown. 25 million residents ordered confined to their homes.
They're using bicycle locks and padlocks just to keep people in.
CNN's David Culver says government workers sealed his front door to prevent him from leaving.
Just clarify, you're shut in? There's like a paper barrier keeping you from exiting, going to the food market?
I can't go outside that door. There's a seal. If I do, physically I could do it, but I would break the seal, and there's repercussions for that.
The draconian measures are enforced by men in white hazmat suits, known as Big Whites. Some citizens in the authoritarian nation are losing it, defying the lockdown by screaming from their apartment windows into the night. It's straight out of a dystopian sci-fi movie. Some people are yelling out, "We're starving." American Shanice Brakim, who lives in Shanghai, hasn't been outside her apartment in 12 days.
I did a poll with, I don't know the number of people, but I feel like it was enough. How many people are probably going to leave China after this, or if they just move to a different city? And I think the last time I checked, it was like 80% of people said that they're going to leave.
Another American, Cameron Johnson, tells Inside Edition his neighbors have improvised a barter system.
You trade carrots for bread mix, or the other day we traded a few of the dumplings that we had made to somebody for some school supplies for the kids.